Welcome all you Marlin sports fans back to another week of Around the Rim. I am your host, the Duster, Nestor Dudley. This week's special guest, we have champion on the player level and the coach level from the Sixers, Sean Hickey. Sean, say hello to the people out there.
How we doing, fellow Earthlings?
We'll be back after the can. Again, welcome all you sports fans, aka Earthlings, back to another episode of Around the Rim. I said episode, I didn't say edition because the popular consensus is that this is a podcast, not a television show. I will get Sean's official vote momentarily, but I did talk to Sean right before. We're going to take a little piece of Sean's episode. He doesn't mind. He's going to take a little piece of the episode because last week, your man, the Duster, forgot to announce the weekly Around the Rim Awards. Coach Sean knows the importance of this, especially whoever's going to receive the coveted Wooo. So we're going to go through, this is last week's, the week of February 7th, weekly Around the Rim Awards. So let's kick it. Player of the week, Denilson, Cruz of the Sixers. Coach of the week, Coach Glen of the Sixers, because when you are undefeated at this time, until somebody defeats you, that's going to bring you the coach of the week. And that's actually going to make you team of the week as well. I mean, until somebody solves the riddle of the Sixers, remember, this is what should have been said last week. This is not necessarily the case this week. Team of the week, Sixers. And Woo the week goes to Matt Maltese of those Sixers. Matt Maltese, he had scored a three-pointer beyond the arc where everything is three, and to the best of my knowledge, that is his first career three-pointer. So Matt Maltese, this Woo is for you. Woo! So Sean, thank you for allowing me to do last week's weekly Around the Rim Award. But as you noticed, Coach, it was a Sixer sweep.
It was. That's very pleasing to see, and yeah, I believe that's Matt's first points.
Definitely his first 3 points of his career. Is his first point ever in his career?
I
Are
believe
you saying
so.
that? Is that unofficially official?
I believe so.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you know what? No one's more deserving of the Woo than of last week than him. But Sean, let's get to this 2026 season. Now, I know that you're an avid watcher of Around the Rim, and I know that you have seen the season premiere of Around the Rim. So now I did not put the Sixers on the floor, but from what I saw the Sixers coming in third and getting knocked out of the first round of the madness. But I have to tell you, Sean, the Sixers have a history of making me apologizing and switching up at the midseason report card. So things are looking very good for the Sixers. Sean, talk to me, brother.
Yeah, you know, so far we've had a really good season. We were able to reload in the draft. We picked up Denilson, Cruz. Picked up Wadland, who has been just who's just a fantastic athlete, and they would just fit in perfectly to this particular point of the season.
I don't know where Allen came from. I mean, he did not try out. This is like the second year in a row. I don't know what head coach Glen is doing. Maybe that's why head coach didn't come on the second week of this season. Sean, maybe he thought Nestor was going to ask the tough questions. Maybe he thought Nestor was going to ask a particular question once he got into the web. We know you're not fearing the web, but your team, eight and one. I think, yeah,
8-1.
8-1. You got your first blemish
Yeah.
last weekend, and I saw there was a couple of times that you going for the bath bucket. But what you can have a comfort level win is that your team was not at full strength last week. You had a few key players not there.
No, we weren't. Wadman wasn't there. Denilson wasn't there, and Jose Wabe, who's our starting point guard. He dressed. He played a few minutes, but the previous week he hurt his ankle, and he could barely move, and gotta give credit where credit is due. Bellin and Danny and Chuck, they had their guys were ready to play. I mean, they opened the game on a 10-0 run. We turned the ball over, I think, our first 4 or 5 possessions. And when you're missing two your big scorers, and you turn the ball over, that's not a recipe for success.
Amen to that, brother. That's not a recipe for success, whatever. It was, that was, you never want to lose, right? But if you're going to lose, you want to lose going down full strength. So undefeated is nice, but you know what, coach? You had an undefeated season back in 2022. So you know what? You tasted a perfect season. You got that chip for that. So what if you lost one game? You're still in first place, and you've been first place the entire time. But Sean, you hear that music. You are caught up in the MNBL web. And what this MNBL web is, I have to remind you folks out there, is that I can ask my guests anything I want, and it may or may not have to do with the Marlon Haywood Basketball League. And this is coach of the Sixers, Sean Hickey. So, Sean, let me ask you this question. Does head coach Glen have a problem with me or have a problem with the show? Like, how's he going to blow this off? Okay, he played this league. He's older than you. How's he going to blow this off? You know what? Like, how's he going to blow this off? You know what, Sean? I could set my clock by you because you're tried and true. But that head coach guy,
I don't think he has anything against you. Maybe something came up last minute and he had to attend to that because he's also coaching a middle school team at Malden Catholic. So he could have had a game or a practice or something that during that time slot. So, but he has nothing against you. Believe me.
I don't know, Sean. You sound like a company man to me. You sound like you don't want to come clean with anything.
It's true. It's true. I didn't know that he was coaching a middle school team at Malden Catholic until probably our second or third practice. So
he's keeping secrets. So he's keeping secrets from you. He's not being fully transparent with you two.
I guess it was kind of like last minute, and they had enough kids for a team, so they had to like grab a coach or something. It's it's not his fault.
Well, Coach Sean, you are officially out of the web. Once again, in the studios, in the virtual studios of Around the Rim HTR, that I forgot to mention that this studio is made possible by Pod Pro Entertainment. So Pod Pro Entertainment, check out them on their website, podproentertainment.com, on all of your social media platforms. So, Sean, as I said, the Sixers are looking very good. You've had we talked about a couple of your guys. We talked about 3 of your guys, but as I go down your roster on the official standings that I got from Bradworth Benton, who's always representing, the Cruz, Wallen, Huabe, Joseph, Melger, Bell, Noble, D'Oliverio, Bertuccini, Paul, Maltese, Britton, McCullen. That is a nice, solid squad. What do you guys need to do to maintain that top slot, beside from players missing the games? And I know that that's not going to be a habit this season. But what do you have to do to you've had you're just on top of the league right now, and what I like about your team, Sean, is that they are completely unselfish. I see them distributing that basketball. I see that leadership with Jose. Jose is a 4-year senior. So you've had Jose for 4 years.
Yep.
And it seems that this team has kind of been built around him. Tell me if I'm accurate or not.
Yeah, we knew coming out of last season, we had Jose and Mike coming back. So we knew we had two cogs on the wheel, that two big cogs on the wheel returning. And then so our plan was to build around them, give Jose another person to, one, bring the ball up, distribute the ball. So that's not always on him. And I think he's our number 3 or number 4 scorer on the team. And then we had a returning player in D'Oliverio from a couple years ago. He decided to come back, and he's just fit in very almost seamlessly from day one.
And you talk about Jose averaging, I think that you just said 4, whatever, but I'm looking at these stats, and I have to tell you, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, Coach Sean, but Jose, when it comes to free throws, that's one of my favorite stats. When it comes to free throws, he's on top of the league. He's shooting 71.4, so I'm calling it 72%. He's shooting 72% from the line, where everything is free.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I haven't really had a chance to really look at the stats this year. But if he's leading the lead from the line, that just help us out immensely, and that's anywhere from actually one to 3 points. So he just, as long as he keeps doing what he's doing, we should be really right where we want to be.
Well, Sean, you hear Planet Rock, so it's time to go into the Rollins. This past weekend's play at the Ferryway School, February 14th, when it happens to be Valentine's Day. First game, Kings, Bullets, 10 points better than the Kings, 52-42. Hampton, high man for the Kings, 17 points. Wright led all scores with 18 points as the Bullets improved to 4-5 and the Kings dropped to 2-7. Next game, Lakers, Sixers, Lakers 68, Sixers 46. Sweeney, high man for the Celtics, 7 points. With Sweeney, Kevin Sweeney, because Big Brother Jack got traded to the Bullets. Correale led all scores with 17 points. as the Lakers improved to 8-2, and the Celtics still on the schneid, zip and 9. First game Sunday, Celtics Bullets. Bullets 49, Celtics 35. Monopolist, high man for the Bullets, 14 points. Rivera Fuentes led all scores with 18 points as the Bullets improved to playing 500 ball, and the Celtics are still on the schneid. And the final game this past weekend, when I want to stay on this slate, there was just a blip, but nothing to take away from the Pistons, for a solid team, both players and coach. Pistons 47, Sixers 29. Joseph Hyman for the Sixers, 11 points. Wallace led all scorers with 18 points as the Pistons improved to 4-4 and 500 ball, and the first one to solve the riddle this season for the Sixers, giving the Sixers their only blemish, 8-1. And that's how it all went down in this past weekend's play. And now on to our weekly Around the Rim Awards. So let's kick it. Player of the week, Robert Wallace of the Pistons. Coach of the week, Danny Bitew of the Pistons. Danny Bitew was the first coach to figure out the riddle of the Sixers, so that would stand to reason that the team of the week would also be the Pistons. And Woo of the week goes to Rocco Correale of those Lakers. Rocco with a career high of 17 points that past weekend. So Rocco Correale, this woo is for you. Woo! That was the best woo I've gotten off since my operation, so that's pretty cool. Now on to the standings. Remember, if it doesn't match this, it just ain't official. But these are standings. These standings do not include last night's games at the Fenway, so these standings are current up until last night. Sixers 8-1 on top of the league right now, followed by the Lakers 8-2. Pistons improving to 500 ball, 4-4, followed by the Bullets, who also improved to 500 ball, 5-5. The Kings 2-7, and the Celtics bringing up the rear on the schneid, 0-10. So Saturday's game, February 21st. These are the true games. These are not the true records because, again, this has no indication. This is not including last night's play. Today is the 19th, last night being the 18th, so it does not include stats from the 18th. That being said, first game, Pistons versus the Kings. Second game, Lakers versus the Sixers. And in that second game, hashtag top two teams part 2. Sunday, first game, Celtics, Sixers. Second game, Bullets, Pistons. And in that second game, could this be positioning for the madness? Back here with the studios with Sean. So, Sean, you have an important game this weekend coming up as against the Lakers. Your Sixers defeated the Lakers when you first played a couple of weeks ago. They actually put a booty whooping on the Lakers. You know, the Lakers are coming for their get back. What do the Sixers need to do, Sean, to try to keep the Lakers in check?
Number one, we have to take care of the basketball. We have to take care of the basketball, period. If we don't take care of the basketball, if we turn it over, you know, the 4 or 5 times that we did in the first quarter against the Pistons, it's going to be a long game for the Sixers. Number 2, we have to play our brand of basketball. That means tough defense, rebounding, timely scoring. If we don't do those 2 things, it's going to be a tough game.
Is there a number 3? These things usually come in threes.
We just need to play team basketball. That's what it comes down to. Team team basketball, defense, timely scoring, and don't turn the ball over. Those have been our three keys to success up to this point. So we just have to get back to that.
Those three keys of success certainly has been successful for your team, and your team, as I said, has been playing fantastic ball. But you hear that music, Sean? This is the Black History moment where we drop some knowledge. This week, Black History moment, Louis Latimer, 1848 to 1928, an inventor and engineer known for improving early electric lighting techniques, developed a more durable carbon filament for the incandescent light bulb, extending its lifespan and making electric lighting more practical. Latimer worked closely with both Alexander Graham Bell and Thomas Edison, drafting technical drawings that supported their patent applications. He later became the only Black member of Edison's elite engineering team, known as the Edison Pioneers. Latimer also wrote one of the first technical books on electric lighting, helping standardize the industry. His contributions played a key role in electric light into the homes. So that is your Black History moment, always dropping the knowledge. So, Coach Sean, as this program winds down, I have not even gotten to the fact that the Sixers are the defending neighborhood league basketball champions. Why did you say something earlier, Coach? This is no diss. I just didn't say it.
I'm not the reporter. You are. So you're supposed to be bringing those things up.
Sixers, the defending neighborhood league champs. The Sixers finished in the 4th slot last year, and they went on to take the whole damn thing, being the second team to come in the 4 seed to take the whole damn thing. And now they are, as I said, they are your and ours defending neighborhood league champs. So back-to-back isn't always a thing, but you guys thus far are positioned to go back to back. You have real good chances. I know you're not seeing that far down the road, but we can back up to this Saturday's game between the Lakers and the Sixers. If the Sixers lose, that'll put the Sixers out of first place, basically for the first time all year, and the second slot. But Coach Sean, does it really matter, the seedings, if you come in first place or second place? Does it really matter? I mean, last year you came in 4th place and you took the whole doggone thing. So I'm asking you, does it really matter?
I mean, to me, not really. I mean, it's a 14 tournament where you have to win 2 games. You know, teams can get hot in that weekend and win 2 games, and you come away with the ring or back when I played, you took off a jacket. So it's not for me personally, just clinching a playoff spot. You're just getting invited to the dance. Where you are 1 through 4 in that seating is really, to me personally, irrelevant.
In 2008, Sixers finished in first place and took the whole damn thing, and you were a player, so the 2008, you were a player champion. 2022, coach, undefeated season champion. 2025, last season champion. You are a multi-champion. You are a 3-time champion, and I should have asked this on the web, but I'm asking you this right now within our last remaining couple of minutes on the show. 2008, 2022, 2025. Which one's the best team out of those 3, brother?
Oh, wow. Um, of course, the away team is the team that broke the sorrows. Those guys will always be close to me. Um, I've I ran into Eric a couple weeks ago at the gym, and we were actually talking about the '08 championship game. But if I had to pick a team that was probably the best, especially on the defensive side of the ball, it'll have to be the 22 team. Not to take anything away from '08 or 20 or 25, but I just the way that team played defense and the way that they had the uncanny ability to to kick it into a extra high gear. That team will always be special to me.
And when you say Eric, you're talking about
Eric
Eric
Ribeiro.
Ribeiro.
Yep.
So Eric Ribeiro. Yeah. So Sean, I want to thank you for being a guest on this show. Most of all, I want to thank you for showing up, brother. See you at the gym this weekend. Good luck against those Lakers, pal.
Thanks, Esther. Thanks for having me on again, and hope. And I'm looking forward to the last 4 or 5 games of the regular season, and as we get ready for playoff time.
Well, until then, I just want to say buenas noches, hooches cooches. I came in peace. I leave with love. This is for the red, the black, and the green. And I'll be seeing you at the games.
Basketball, number 1, Curtis Flow. Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court. Just like I'm the king on the microphone. So it's Dr. J and Moses Malone.